Hello, my name is Bethany, and this is my channel, Thani's Thoughts. Today, I am doing the Meet the Community tag, which is an original tag from Which Kitten Reads. I will link that video below. Also, I saw a few people do this tag, one of them being Darren Reads, and I'll link hers below. It just seemed like a fun tag to do, and I've officially been doing BookTube now for 6 months, so it felt like a good time to do this tag and something to be fun to do. So the first question starts with your name. My name is Bethany. My channel is also obviously Thani's Thoughts. Thani is it's just literally pronounced like the B and E are cut off. So Bethany, Thani, that's kind of how you pronounce it. My friend from high school came up with that nickname, and it's really the only nickname I've ever really liked. I'm not a big fan of Beth. No one really calls me Beth except like my family. But you can also call me Thani, and I can respond to that as well. And where are you from? I grew up in Northern California, about 2 hours south of San Francisco. And then I went to college in the Bay Area. And then I moved down to San Diego in 2009. My husband, who I met up in college, is from here initially, and I decided to come down and join him when we were still dating. We weren't married yet. Even though I've been here, it's funny, even though I've been in San Diego for now, oh gosh, so it's been 11 years. Even though I've been in San Diego 11 years, that seems like a really long time. Where did those years go? I still consider myself a Northern California girl. I don't know. I don't really consider myself a Southern California girl. Me and San Diego had a love-hate relationship for a really long time. Now I can appreciate San Diego for what it is. Luckily, I like my husband, so it kind of balances out. Pets. We don't have any pets. Well, we do. We have fish. My husband and I are both severely allergic to dogs and cats, and we have apartment living, and rentals are so hard to get in San Diego. So we have fish. We have fish instead. Right now, actually the tank is right behind me, so I can see them. We have 2 gouramis, I think that's how you pronounce that, 1 pleco, 2 guppies, and right now we have 7 tetras and a ghost shrimp somewhere. That is the fish tank that we have going right now. We've had several evolutions of this fish tank, and we've had some losses along the way. But that is our tank right now as it stands. So yeah, so we have like a Disney theme kind of going on in our tank right now. So that's our fish. Most binge-worthy Netflix show. I like to say I'm a child, so I like to watch a lot of Netflix cartoons. I think that I find them very soothing, and they're easy to binge. They're usually half-hour segments, so usually I can watch one after the other. Troll Hunters is one of my favorites. Miraculous Ladybug. I'm obsessed with that show. I have never shipped 2 15, 14-year-olds, however old they are, so hard in my life. Ladybug and Cat Noir. And Carmen Sandiego, the reboot, I actually really like on Netflix. And then I just watched Julie and the Phantoms, and I'm obsessed. I'm definitely going to do a rewatch soon. As far as like binge watching shows that like I can just have on and I can watch them but not necessarily have to like actively watch them, Gilmore Girls and Parks and Rec are the 2 that I would consider my go-tos. Next question would be instant buy author. I think like if there's things that are super hyped, I might buy it, or if there's like a really gorgeous cover, I might buy it. Most often I try to do things from the library, or if it's like an author I'm unfamiliar with or haven't read yet, I'll do like a used book for those kind of things. But books that I like instantly have to like they come out and I'll buy lately has been Meg Cabot. Meg Cabot's always a standard for me. She's an immediate buy for me all the time. Christina Lauren has definitely become an instant buy for me as well. I just got my pre-order for In the Holidays. If you follow me on Instagram and saw my stories, I got a few weeks ago and that I loved. And lately, I think my new instant buy author is Talia Hibbert. I'm obsessing about everything that she has coming out lately. I've loved her Brown Sister series, but also any of her other older stuff I've read, I've also really enjoyed, and I want to complete and finish her backlist. Oh, and I think another one would probably be Alyssa Cole. I didn't read her thriller No One Was Watching because, I don't know, thrillers are scary and I'm a wimp. But any of her romance stuff is an immediate buy for me. I've loved everything that she's done. So yeah, I think those are my instant buy authors right now. That might change. I might add more. Hobbies besides books. Is there other hobbies besides books? I don't know. Hobbies besides books, I think a lot of those things are like things I can't do anymore, like go to the movies. I love movies. I love the Marvel and DC stuff. I watch a lot of the CW, DC TV shows. Like, I was a big fan of the Arrowverse. So nerdy things. Comic cons. My husband and I would go to most of the conventions here in SoCal, San Diego, LA, WonderCon. All those have been canceled this last year. Has been really disappointing, but understandable. Yeah, Disney. Oh man, I'm such a Disney freak. I love Disney movies. I love Disney Plus. I love Disneyland. I feel like all my hobbies make me sad because I can't do any of them. I mean, I wouldn't consider this a hobby. But it is something that's an interest of mine, is deaf culture and American Sign Language. I work with the deaf community. ASL is my second language that I am fluent in, and it's something that I think I'm nerdy about. So, like I said, I don't know if to call it a hobby, but definitely an interest of mine. Random fact that most people don't know about you. I studied abroad in Oxford. I'm an American student, obviously. I went through a foreign exchange student program, and I went to a school that specifically caters to American students, and then they're connected to a college. While I was there, I think we were connected to St. Michael's College. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was called St. Michael's. I can't quite remember. But the school itself is like separate from the actual colleges of Oxford. But I get to say that I studied abroad in Oxford and I was there, and then I did a lot of the Oxford curriculum. I get to say that, even though I didn't really technically go to the university. But it's fun to say that I went. And let me tell you, I left England in tears all the flight back home. I did not want to leave. I loved it there. Hopefully someday we'll go back. Favorite bookish nerdy swag. I didn't have this out. I need to go get it. I found it. I mean, I have a couple like book nerd shirts type thing. I think this is one of my favorite because it comes with a great story. I was at Y'all West Young Adult Book Festival. That's on the West Coast. I went there about 2 years ago. And I was seeing this bag everywhere. And I kept looking at it. And I kept looking at it. And I kept thinking, okay, is this what is it referring to what I think it's referring to? And if it is, where can I get one? And so this is the bag. Can you see it? Yeah. It's just in space, but it's brightly burning. And then I tracked down what booth was giving it out. And I asked, okay, I'm seeing this thing saying My Heart Rochester. When I think Rochester, I think Jane Eyre. Please tell me this is related to Jane Eyre. And she says, yes, we're promoting a book about a sci-fi fantasy novel that is a retelling of Jane Eyre. And I was like, that's amazing. But I really need this bag. Can I please have this bag? I'm like the biggest Jane Eyre person ever. She hunted through the last of what she had, and she gave me the bag. And then she said that their bath bombs that they were handing out, they were out of, but that if I proved that I bought the book, I could email her and she would proof of purchase, and then she would send me the bath bombs, which she did. And it was just such a lovely interaction for someone as passionate as books as I was, for her to be super nice, to track down the like one last remaining bag that they had after they had already given them out, as well as getting me the bath bomb, which I did not expect, which was very sweet of her as well. So it was just a lovely, not only is it my favorite book swag because it just says I Heart Rochester on it, and that's lovely, but also because it just also comes with a really great, fun, bookish memory that I will treasure all my days. That is my best bookish swag. I don't think it could get much better than that. And the one book series you love but no one talks about, I don't know. I think I read a lot of stuff that people hype up, but I think maybe Lunar Chronicles. But I mean, granted, I know the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer have came out several years ago, but I'm still obsessing about it. I feel like nobody talks about it or loves it nearly as much as I do. That's what I'm saying. I'm sticking with that answer. Next question is favorite new booktubers. So some of my favorite booktubers right now are going to be Rachel at Let Me in the Library, Sarah from Bookish Knitter, Izzy from Happy for Now Books, Laura from Laura's Library Card. I will link them all down below, and you can check out their channels as well. And as for the tag, I don't like tagging anybody in these things, so whoever wants to do this tag is free to do it. It is yours. You can have the tag if you want it. And there you have it. That is my answers to Meet the Community tag. I answered way too long on these stupid questions. So sorry about that. If you'd like to see more bookish things from me, please check out my channel and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. If there's any questions that you want to ask me for this Meet the Community tag, then feel free to ask me a question in the comment below and I will be happy to answer it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!